This is Mike Regan, GamingRing.com, with Bryan Willams. Bryan, welcome.
What's up, man? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. Now, the last time we saw you was in October at the review event for Smackdown vs. Raw 2008.
Yeah.
Tell us the viewers, what happened.
It was a great press conference. Elijah Burke was there.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, and I allowed him to beat me in Smackdown vs. Raw a couple times.
Wasn't it 3 times, and then he beat you like you owed him money?
You have a good memory. Yes, he did. He did beat me 3 times. I taught Elijah everything he knows, and he turned that against me, the jerk.
Now, on the record. Did you allow him to win? I mean, did you don't want to, he's a superstar. He doesn't really have the most impressive win streak in WWE.
Okay.
So if you figure, give him one, give him a match, build his ego up. Because he's human.
He is human.
You're human, and you have a heart.
I have a big heart.
You have a big heart.
I do.
So you give him a bone to play with, and that way he can have, when he does his promos, he can have something to talk about.
I actually did drop the first match to him, but I honestly, to his credit, he beat me legit those last 2 times. So I tip the hat to him. He's good, as evidenced by last night when he won the Superstar Challenge again.
Now, Kofi Kingston almost looked like he was going to win it there for a little bit. He's as a rookie. He seems like he has some potential.
Yeah, I was impressed by Kofi. He went out there. He knew what he was doing. He used Jeff Hardy. He obviously wasn't in the game, so we let them use whoever they want. But no, he had a good showing. I was impressed.
Now, we're here for the press conference for 2009, yes, Smackdown vs. Raw, making a return, 10th edition in this franchise. 10. Almost like the Undertaker streak.
It is. Yeah.
Almost. What do gamers have to look forward in this year's game?
Today we announced, the tag team improvements. And to call them improvements is not even a fair or a good way to say it, because essentially the tag match has been completely redone. We've implemented hot tags. We've got a lot more functionality for the partner on the apron. We've mocapped like over 50 new double team moves. We're blowing the tag team match out in a huge way. I know last year, we got a lot of heat from the fans for our lack of tag team superstars on the roster. For one, I never knew that how loved Kendrick and London were.
Oh yeah.
Until last year.
Broke them up.
Yeah. So we're fully supporting the tag teams this year by really giving fans what they want from that match. And also we just announced credit finisher, which is something that I know the fans have been asking for a lot of years, and it's something that we've been wanting to do for a lot of years as well. It's just now we were finally at a point we were able to get a design together and get things get that ball rolling a lot earlier. We actually started working on that last August. So we had a huge lead start going into SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, and the mode is just going to blow. It's going to blow the fans. It's going to blow them out of the water.
Logistically, how much is a bear is that mode? I mean, I just saw this from the video that you showed. Yeah. It just seems so many options. I mean, and every option has to fit together, and it has to work without breaking the game.
Yeah.
I mean, how difficult is that mode? I mean, to put together and put in the game.
Well, it's actually, contrary to all of our surprise, it's actually been a very easy implementation. And my biggest fear, going in, and I, expressed these to you, so developer, was that I wanted the mode to be easy to use. Like I didn't, because I played other games where they have like Tony Hawk had create a trick and that kind of stuff. And it's always good when you can, have some custom ability. But I didn't want the mode to be too daunting and too intimidating. Like I wanted players to be able to get in, get out with relative ease, and we've accomplished that. So there's a lot of options, a lot of moves in there, but that's part of the fun. It's just previewing them all, piecing them together, seeing what you want to do. Because literally, you can make any move that you want. And I'm talking other promotions. Like if you see a move in some independent local show, you'll be able to replicate that in the game. It's that deep.
So there's a certain Canadian move, flipping pile driver. Is that possible? I mean, I know that was we asked that last year, and it was a problem because the motion capture guy said, no, we can't do that. It's too dangerous. We might hurt.
Yeah, we actually did do a flipping pile driver. So yes, you'll see that in the game.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very, very cool indeed.
Now, you mentioned the tag team improvements, and I know you didn't really talk about it so much this year or today. Can we expect to see other improvements across the board for like the Hell in a Cell? That's the mode that's been in the game for a while. A Royal Rumble.
Without getting into great question by the way. Without getting into too much, specifics, because I am I can't speak too much about what we have coming down the pipeline. But yeah, we are doing improvements, and you mentioned Hell in a Cell.
Rumble.
That's a very popular match. Very popular match. So without getting into too much detail.
Now you said you can't say that. Now would Benjamin Franklin?
Oh, is that?
I'll $100 bill. Would that be able to convince you otherwise? Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, you hold it to the light.
That's not a gimmick 100, is it?
That's not a gimmick. That's
that's the real deal.
That's a real deal. Would that be able to convince you otherwise? Leave some info for GamingRing.com's viewers.
Oh man, it's so tempting because I really could use 100.
Yeah, you're in Orlando. Buy some souvenirs. Buy yourself some nice.
Yeah,
maybe for the missus.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah, no, I can't, man. I can't. But I will say this though, because I like to give the fans out there like some kind of tease. These 3 things that we showed today, Road to WrestleMania, tag team, match, credit finisher, is just the tip of the iceberg, man. Like, we've got stuff coming that is bigger than what we've just announced today. And that's no BS. That's no BS. So,
wow.
A lot of good stuff coming down. And, we already alluded to the fact that, our roster, which, last year we got a lot of heat for our roster, or lack thereof, of some of the guys on there. Much bigger this year. We are going all out. And, of course, we're going to be supporting downloadable content as well. Can't tell you what the content is, but you can probably guess.
So, like, if I said create a superstar, or new additional superstars, or new storylines in the Road to WrestleMania mode, or new arenas, is that possible?
Those are all good guesses, and I can't confirm nor deny, but very good guesses.
You can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, neither. Very, very good guesses, though.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the Road to WrestleMania mode. I mean, that seems a big step up from last year. Last year's 24/7. Is it the GM mode part of this mode this year, or is that?
Again, the GM mode is that might be coming back. We have some other things that we're doing that I can't announce right now. But the Road to WrestleMania mode will be our storyline, driven, very specific to the superstars that are involved. It goes from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, and we'll have some branching in there as well. The way that I try to pitch it is that it's a cross between Here Comes the Pain storyline and Day of Reckoning, where you have a tight, focused storyline, but we're still giving players options as far as what they want to do and who they want to interact with. So it's gonna be huge, man. I'm really excited for it. I think the fans will be too.
Now, Corey mentioned in the video presentation he did some of the creative emails and vocal representations the fans have given you at THQ. What was the one email, one message that you took most personal to the heart and is like, man, you guys suck?
You know what? Actually, I probably, this is the family website. I probably can't even say it, but I'll just say we got some very heated calls and emails, especially when our roster was announced. And it was, honestly, I take that as, as a compliment that our fans are that diehard and dedicated about, the SmackDown vs. Raw franchise. So I love it. A vocal fan base is the one that I want. They have passion. They're passionate about the game, and I'm passionate about, developing it for them. So, I love that.
What's great is that regardless of how, pissed off they are and how vocal they are, they still buy the game every year. And they're there day one, day of launch. I'm playing SmackDown versus Raw. I mean, and we have guys on our staff that play the game continuously, and they don't stop. I mean, they're still playing it now. I bet if we were to check Xbox Live, they're still on it right now. Matt Black, I'm talking to you.
I love that, man. I love hearing that, and and you're right. Our fans, they do buy the game, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 sold very well, but I want to do right by the fans. Not just me, Corey, and Dan as well. Because we're fans ourselves, and I don't want to cheat the fans out of a good wrestling game. I mean, and especially with TNA coming down the pipeline, it's like we're blowing this game out this year, and we're really upping the ante in a big way.